Welcome to Theme Park Motivation. My name is Rich. Today we're going to be taking a look at all of the different mountain coasters in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and we're going to be ranking them. If you like what you see, please don't hesitate. Hit the like button, subscribe. Your likes really do help with the YouTube algorithm. If you're interested in different mountain coasters, I have a lot of POVs on all of the different mountain coasters, so check them out too. So I'm also not going to be ranking the one at Ober. I think that's how you say that, because I did not ride this mountain coaster. I hear it's pretty decent. Not even sure of the prices, but there are 9 other ones I am going to rank. I am also not going to rank the Flying Ox over at Paula Deen's Lumberjack Feud, because that one is really not a mountain coaster in my opinion. It looks more like a zip line. I don't know how they get away with calling it a coaster, but that's beside the point. So, coming in at number 9 would be Rail Runner, and this is actually located at Anakeesta, and it is a single rail mountain coaster, which makes it very limited as far as who can go on it, because it only has a weight capacity of 230 pounds. So if you're a bigger person, pretty much forget about it. I was not even able to ride this. My wife did, but she said it was not a very good one. In fact, it was her least favorite. So one of the notable things about this is the track is very short at only 1,600 feet. Pretty much you spend the majority of it going up a hill. So Anakeesta is actually in the process of building their brand new mountain coaster. I'm excited for that one. I believe it's going to open up sometime in the summer of 2023 here. Moving on to number 8. This would be the Ski Lift Shootout Coaster. It's a very unique experience. This is located at Rowdy Bear's Smoky Mountain Snow Park. And as you can see, there is another coaster at this park. So I'm going to actually go over the prices when I get to that coaster, because that's on the list. This one just, however, ranks a lot lower on my list than that one. Pretty cool experience. You shoot at targets, try and compete for the highest score. When me and my wife did this, of course I crushed it. I scored like 7,000, but it was awesome. I thought it was very pricey, but it did offer things that other parks did not offer. When you went to different mountain coasters, pretty much that's all they offered was just a mountain coaster. So this was a different type of place. I do recommend going here if you're in the area. It is just very pricey, so expect to take some money out of the wallet. But anyway, moving on to number 7, and that would be Wrigley's Mountain Coaster, and that's actually located in Gatlinburg. It is very expensive. It was roughly $70 for the 3 of us. You had to pay for 2 rides. You could not do a single ride on this coaster, which I did not care for. I figured, why do I have to do 2 rides on something I really didn't care for? I mean, it was very painful. Hurt my back, hurt my shoulder. This was the only one I had an issue with. It's something to do with their seat. It was very painful. But, it did offer very quick transitions. It was a very fast one. So if you like fast, this is your mountain coaster for you. But it did a lot of turns, and for some reason that seat just dug right into my shoulder blade, and that wasn't cool. But you know, it might be different for everybody, so you know, don't let my bad experience discourage you from going on this one. Okay, moving on to number 6, and this would be the Wild Stallion, located at Skyland Ranch, right as you enter Pigeon Forge. This one is excellent. I mean, really, when I think about it, if it wasn't so pricey, it would be in the top 3. But just because of the price of this one, it was almost, I think it was about $18 a person. And it ran the 3 of us $51 for a child and 2 adults to go on this. And the child rode with my wife. My daughter rode with her. So very, very pricey. So keep that in mind if you go to the Skyland Ranch. Alright, moving on to number 5, and that would be back at Rowdy Bears, and this is the Avalanche Snow Coaster. It is an excellent ride, almost feels like you're in some kind of like go-kart thing. It's like electric, you just pull the throttle back and just keep going. It's pretty snappy, nice little transitions, a little dip. You know, I want to say this about Rowdy Bears. These are not your typical mountain coasters that they have there, but they do use the terrain. Unlike some of the zipline ones that I really don't consider mountain coasters at all. So, you know, these are really cool experiences. But at Rowdy Bears, they have a few things to offer there. It ran us about $110 for the 3 of us. So pretty expensive. They did have other things to offer. So they had like axe throwing, they had a snow tubing experience, they had a little playground for the kids to play at. That was pretty cool. My daughter liked that. Some really good ice cream in there. I really liked going here, but you know, it was a one-time experience for me. I don't think I'll be back just because of how much money it was. So moving on to number 4, and this is going to be the Goat Coaster at Goats on the Roof. And that's a unique experience. Nice little shop inside there. The wife really liked that. It was fairly inexpensive. I want to say it was like around like $32 for the 3 of us, which was on the cheaper side. I want to make sure you guys know why I'm ranking these the way that I am. Most of it has to do with the price and the overall length of the ride and the surroundings and what the particular place had to offer. This one, it got a high ranking because it was fairly long and the price was reasonable. So please don't let that discourage you from trying some of these other mountain coasters. This just had a lot of nice little transitions, a lot of helixes. It was a pretty nice mountain coaster, so I do recommend this one. Moving on to number 3, you have the Moonshine Mountain Coaster. And I really liked this one. It had a lot of cool things about it. As you can see, there's a camera on board there. And you can actually purchase the video of you on this thing. I mean, it was pretty neat. It was like $15, I believe, to purchase that. This was a little bit on the pricier side. I think for the 3 of us, it was around $41, I believe. But had a really cool experience. This is one I would recommend going to at night. They have it all lit up. As you can see, there is lights there throughout the entire track, and it was definitely a cooler mountain coaster for the area. So moving on to number 2, and that would be the Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster. This was an excellent coaster. The entire ride, the whole experience, we loved this one. It's actually located very close to the goat coaster, Goats on the Roof. However, we liked this one a lot more. It was right around $40 for the three of us, so it was a little bit on the pricier side, but definitely a must do. Again, most of these actually have lights at night, and they are very, very interesting. It's a totally different ride at night. I think a lot of them actually do things for Halloween and like have different like scare fests and stuff, so that's pretty cool. But moving on to the number 1 mountain coaster in Pigeon Forge, located right across the street from Dollywood, and that would be Rocky Top Mountain Coaster. And this thing is incredible. It's the longest. It uses the terrain better than any of the other ones, and it is just a heck of a ride. Cool scenery, different things that just none of the other ones really had to offer. It gives you the total package. So this is a must do. If you go to Pigeon Forge, you have got to go to Rocky Top Mountain Coaster. It has it all. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed, and by far it is the cheapest one. If you plan on going to Dollywood, save your tickets or whatever stub that you have if it's online, because it'll actually get you a discount. And this is one of them that you can get coupons pretty much at every gas station in the area. This is a very well thought of. It was one Mountain Coaster of the Year for I don't even know how many years in a row, but it is phenomenal and we really enjoyed it. This was the cheapest one for all three of us. I believe we paid less than $30 for the three of us to go. If you are an ACE member, American Coaster Enthusiast member, you get like something like $4 or $5 off. So it was very cheap for us, but definitely worth checking out. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Again, like I said, I have a lot of these different mountain coasters on my channel, so just look up the different POVs for a lot of them. Thanks again. Never put that brake on, not once. Until it makes you.